So, okay, we will discuss the paper, okay, on
Yes, sir.
how to go about the plan building paper, okay, and how to
Okay,
answer
sir.
these questions and how to go about this live evaluation. So,
Okay,
the
sir.
first question that we have asked about asexual reproduction. First of all, I should say you have written decently well, okay. There is no question. Your handwriting, space management, you have done, but there are some lacunas also that we will discuss. For example, the
Okay,
first,
sir.
asexual reproduction. It is a mode of reproduction in which a new offspring is produced by a single parent. They produced offspring are genetically and physically equal to their parent, like clones. Okay. General, you have written all that points. A single parent involved, no fertilization. So you have written all the processes. Okay, like what are the only things? Here you should know one skill. This question is PYQ, so it is not something
Yes,
new.
sir.
This is asked for 2.5. You should know this is a question you could have written in 20 marker, and when you compress it for 2.5 mark, this skill also you should learn. Now, how much marks
Okay,
you will
sir.
get? You know, you will get not less than 1 mark for this question. Why you know?
Yes,
Because
sir.
you have forgotten, though you have written only about what is asexual reproduction, you should have classified it. One is vegetative, okay,
Okay.
reproduction and other factors and apomixes. These are the
Apomixis.
major two heads. Yeah.
Okay,
So
sir.
you could have just mentioned about, just mentioned, not in detail, just mentioned about all the vegetative propagation methods. Okay, and the
Okay, sir.
apomixis methods, just mention because there is no space. Parthenogenesis,
Okay, sir.
advent embryonial, all this just mention. So if you
Okay.
have done,
Like
then
in
your
the
score would have gone. Yeah, tell me.
sir, like in the features, what I have written, I would have cut the features to 1 or 2 points, and I would have given
Yeah,
this the
and
division.
these are
Okay, sir.
repetition of points. This is repetition
Okay, sir.
points. You just check
Okay, sir.
yourself. So this is same
Okay.
question, same thing you have written here in some
Okay, sir.
different format, right?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So you could have cut out here, and this
Okay,
you
sir.
should have made vegetative protein like columns, bulbs, rhizomes, tubers, all these things.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then your score would have moved from 1 to 1.75 out of 2.25.
Okay.
Okay, otherwise you will get only one
Okay,
mark.
sir.
Next is
Okay,
progeny
sir.
test. It is crossing of male with female to produce many progenies in different environment and nullify the impact of season management and environment. Is this the definition? Okay. See, what do you mean by progeny test? Progeny test is used to, uh, what do you say? Progeny test is used to determine the worth of the parent.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that's why progeny test is done. Worth of the parent means one parent is there. So even this parents in the even in the next generation also, whether it is having the same yield, means a similar yield or similar characters, then this parent is considered good. Okay, if there is segregation, for example, this I'm very bluntly I'm giving some 100 kg something is giving, okay, and here the
Okay, sir.
offspring is giving 10 kg, 80 kg, and like this variation, then it shows then this progeny test will show that this is not like stable.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and in this 100 also, here also some 100, 110 like this, then you will know that okay, this parent is good. That is progeny
Okay,
test.
sir.
This is
Okay,
wrong
sir.
definition. Okay. To improve
Okay, sir.
effectively heritability. Yes, it is used to understand about heritability and the genetic control. That point should be there. Increase accuracy
Okay,
of
sir.
selection, vulnerability plant. This is another important point. Genetic value of this one is understood by progeny test. Okay. So
Okay,
that
sir.
it is not by environment. So that we can know by this.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So this you will get half mark for this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
In seed bank, it is method of ex situ conservation program. It is a place where seeds are stored to preserve genetic diversity for the future. They usually run radiation. They are usually kept in low humidity. Millennium seed bank is the largest in the world. Okay, it is a method of conservation. Okay, you have written when you have given example decent enough. Okay, because there is very less space. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and also you could have written about our that Svalbard and Ladakh in India.
Okay, sir.
Okay, even our different places, NBPGR, all that you could have just
Okay, sir.
mentioned. There is no space. Decently you
Okay,
have
sir.
done well. Okay. We will be getting it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So the role of GM crops in herbicide resistance. Okay, reduce herbicide resistance are following advantage. Kill the herbicide without harming plants. Reduce cash and increase in yield. No tillage required. Soil health. Lower fuel and labor use. See, though we have given the points, okay.
Okay, sir.
So you should write like rather than writing GM crops wherein a transgene has been in progress, okay,
Okay, sir.
of herbicide resistance. So there we can always try to give
Okay, sir.
something like, for example, now
Example.
recently
Okay, sir.
in current affair, you know that we have a herbicide tolerant this rice varieties are released by
Yes,
IRI.
sir.
Okay, this is recently in news. So this you should
Yes, sir.
mention that we are going to doing trial here in this area. Also, now
Okay.
recently, just 2 days back, you had in cotton, we are also getting HTBT with herbicide tolerance and BT. This you should
BT.
mention.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you should make it
Okay.
spicy. Okay, you will get one mark. Okay. So if you write this, someone writes this, then he will definitely get credit, right? So that you should understand.
Yes, sir.
Next,
Okay,
law
sir.
of homologous series of variation is developed in related species. Okay, good. Factories are just found in related species. Length of origin is essential to raise origin any kind of homologous. This year you should
After
have
that, I
written about
don't know.
this parallel. Okay,
Okay,
this is
sir.
called parallel series of variation. Okay, parallel series
Okay,
of
sir.
variation. Then you should give some examples. Okay, you can give like example of wheat. Okay,
Okay, sir.
how in wheat we are doing like in the diploid, tetraploid, all that. How the difference
Hexaploid.
in
Okay, sir.
on okay on size is different. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
how the by which we can know about the evolutionary advantage. This play. Okay, all these things we should have discussed about the homologous series of
Okay.
variation. This
Okay,
whole
sir.
thing that we will discuss in class. So these are the basic things you should have written.
Okay, sir.
This is for 10 marker. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what do you mean? What do you understand by horizontal and vertical resistance? Called race, non-specific, pathotype, non-specific, and potential. Good. You written effective at preventing successful attack by nearly all races of pathogen. Horizontal. Means effective at preventing successful attack by nearly all races of pathogen, but with general effect. Okay. Means in general, not like very specifically, nor
Yes,
it
sir.
will have a very effective control. Okay,
Okay,
just
sir. Yes.
ठीक है भाई इतना बोलते हैं ना इतना है बस
हाँ.
बहुत अच्छा भी नहीं
Yes.
बहुत बुरा भी नहीं generally
Okay.
controlled by polygenes pathotype non-specific reproduction rate okay that's, this is what ghost gene.
Yes, sir.
What is this ghost gene? Where did you read this ghost gene?
Sir, in books, even in IARI, they have released those uh, pamphlets of different subjects. They also there they have maintained this question.
Okay, ghost gene hypothesis na.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that is related to that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Marble based on the cumulative effect of vertical distance, which are corresponding. Hmm. Okay. Rather than going into details about this pathotype, these things,
Okay, sir.
this is okay. Mhm. Could have also discussed about its effect, like for example, what happens in case of vertical resistance. Okay, you should give some
Okay, sir.
name of some varieties also.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
you can say like for example, even in improved Pusa Basmati one. Okay,
Okay, sir.
they have a bacterial blight resistance. So once that the genes are transferred, because earlier the Pusa Basmati only was there, then they improved that variety to
Okay,
introduce
sir.
some of the genes. Okay, so by which it
Okay, sir.
becomes highly resistant to some particular variety, particular races.
Races.
Okay, so that you can, yeah. But
Okay.
in case of horizontal resistance, you can give some any varieties, normal any variety name,
Okay.
because they are all
Okay, sir.
to the horizontal resistance.
Horizontal distance.
So you can tell about the negative effects, small, simple. Okay, like there may be something like called vertifolia effect. Okay, vertifolia effect means because there was a variety. So if you after repeated cultivation, means if that particular gene is knocked down, then the yield will come down like anything in case of vertical resistance.
Okay,
Understood?
sir.
In horizontal, the yield will be like this. Okay. But in vertical, yield will be like this. But if there is any breakdown of that gene, yield will come down. Like it will come down below the horizontal resistance.
Horizontal distance. Sir, can we draw
Yeah.
this graph also?
This I am just innovating myself. Yeah, you can draw. Not nothing. This is not there in any book. Just I am innovating myself. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Some innovations you can do, but you should clearly mention. Okay.
Okay,
Here
sir.
you should mention
Okay, sir.
breakdown of the vertical resistance.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So what is this? What is genetic erosion? How they can be mitigated? Genetic erosion refers to the loss of variability from cultivated species and the wild forms. Is good definition. Okay. Causes of genetic erosion: replacement of indigenous variety, improvement of crop management practices, increase in farm and pasture, anthropogenic activities, exotic. Very good. All these points are covered. Okay. Methods to mitigate genetic in situ, ex situ. Okay. Are in situ. Biospheresis result vegetative vegetable seeds were mainly used for in situ to the microceptimus aeropotic. Ex situ includes the botanical garden and storage of seeds in Jimbo. Orchards, plantation ex situ, cryogenic preparation, nuclear. Yeah. So you have written all that important points whichever has to be. Also, you can like in situ. That though it is enough, all the points which I've written, but still you can write like in case of gene sanctuaries. This is also one point is there.
Okay, sir.
Okay. The in situ method, gene sanctuary is also there. Okay. In ex situ, most you have covered, like a field gene bank you have covered, DNA gene bank. Okay, because these are emerging, like shoot tip gene
Okay, sir.
bank. All these things are emerging. And also in mitigation, you should write the real reason for how to mitigate. The real reason why genetic erosion is happening because what we are doing now, most of the varieties जो भी हमारा पास है ना अभी more than 90% varieties are derived from a particular parent. ठीक है,
Okay, sir.
उसी पेरेंट को हम दोबारा यूज कर रहे हैं, सेम पेरेंट को. ठीक है,
Okay, sir.
जो भी ब्रीडिंग प्रोग्राम में है, जैसे कि मान लो कि 100 वैरायटीज रिलीज हुई है इस ईयर से, तो उसमें क्या होता है, मोस्ट पेरेंट्स का जो उसका जो पेरेंट्स होती
जेनेटिक
है ना, उसका
ओरिजिन
रियल
होता है। ओके, सर।
रियल हाँ, जो रियल पेरेंट होता है ना, वो कहीं से कहीं एक ही पेरेंट या दो तीन पेरेंट
रिलेटेड
में ही
होता है।
रिलेटेड होता है. तो
ओके,
यही
सर।
रीजन है. इसको हम कम करने के लिए हम क्या करना है, डाइवर्स पेरेंट्स को हमको यूज करना है ब्रीडिंग प्रोग्राम में. लेकिन
ओके,
ब्रीडर्स यूज नहीं करते हैं. क्यों पता है यूज नहीं करते हैं? क्योंकि ये वैरायटी जो ओल्ड वैरायटी होती है ना, वो बहुत स्टेबल हुआ होती है. मुझे
ओके, सर।
जल्दी से मुझे वैरायटी निकाल सकता हूँ मैं 5-10 साल में. इसमें क्या होता
ओके,
है
सर।
ना, इसमें मुझे इसको पहले मुझे ट्रेन करना पड़ता है. जैसे कि एक एनिमल है, जैसे कि वो एनिमल वाइल्ड से तुम लेके लेके आते हो, उसके लिए ट्रेनिंग तो 5-10 साल देना पड़ता है ना, ऐसा होता है. तो
यस,
इफ
सर।
यू वांट टू गिव ट्रेनिंग, इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टास्क. सो
time
breeders, they will
consuming.
go for
So
easy work. So they will
okay,
take this easy path. So, but if you do
okay,
this, then this genetic erosion will be prevented. This is the
okay, sir.
real concept. Okay.
Okay,
तो
sir.
ना क्या है जीन पूल concept of okay. Okay, इसको ऐसे box में कर दो. It will all, again look better. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This question
Okay,
and
sir.
all you have written well. Okay. Here try to conclude something.
Okay, sir.
These questions and all you will get like good marks only. Okay. You will get
Okay, sir.
around 4.5 marks out of 10. Okay. So you can say that the gene pool concept, okay. So the application of gene pool concept is that when we differentiate like this, pool them, so it will help in breeding, like understanding the breeding and crossing and different species, so that we can use these species in our breeding program.
Okay,
ओके तो जीन पूल वन में है उसको यूज कर सकते हैं जीन पूल टू हमको पता है वी शुड गो फॉर सम अदर टेक्निक सो ऑल दोस थिंग्स वी कैन and this will be sufficient for this question.
okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Where did you leave this gap?
Sir, here I have left so much gap because here I could not understand, like, after writing the definition what I should write. Like directly I should jump to like procedure of recurrent selection, or I should fill something up there.
See, what you could have written, like your written general company is defined as the average performance of parent in a hybrid combination. It's not like hybrid combination बहुत जनरल वर्ड हो गया उसमें क्लैरिटी नहीं है ठीक है तो
Okay, sir.
एससीए को तुम कैसे डिफाइन करोगे एससीए को कैसे डिफाइन करोगे
Okay.
तो ये तुम यहाँ कट करके एससीए लिखोगे तो एवरेज परफॉर्मेंस यू हैव रिटर्न बट इन ए सीरीज ऑफ क्रॉसेस ऐसे लिखना चाहिए हमको
Okay, sir.
though you have written this keyword average that is okay but you should have written in a series of a number of crosses ऐसे क्रॉसेस होती है ठीक है बहुत सारे तो कुछ
Okay.
डायग्राम बना के यहाँ स्पेस फिल करके उसके बारे में थोड़ा लिख सकते हैं कि जीसीए का एडवांटेज क्या है
Advantage. Okay.
ओके ओवरऑल इंक्रीज इन यील्ड ओवरऑल ये होती है ओवरऑल पॉपुलेशन में एंड उसको ठीक है नेक्स्ट
Okay,
यूर
sir.
प्रोसीजर फॉर रेकरेंट सिलेक्शन
Sir, here also, like, I have drawn the diagram in the next page. So here I should write the whole procedure again, or I should give the recurrent selection advantages, disadvantages, whatever.
yeah you should have given though it is not asked in the question.
Okay, sir.
Okay, but in a half page, you could have given, for example, this much space, na, in that somewhat half page you
Yes.
could have given for that advantage or what is the
Okay,
difference.
sir. Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
because it has its own advantage, like the recurrent selection
And
for
in the
GCA.
conclusion, we can conclude by giving the disadvantages and how to improve it,
No,
like
no,
that, something like that.
yeah, he positively only give conclusion.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
give up anything negative. It is nothing negative in any concept. Everything has to be positive
Okay,
and
sir.
negative.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So, for example, here we can determine the incomplete dominance, complete dominance in case of recurrent selection for GCA. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And
Okay, sir.
first of all, I think you could have given something about this recurrent selection for the testing of 10 questions. First, you could have given about recurrent selection. Okay.
Okay,
What
sir.
happens in case of recurrent selection is bringing of genes. Okay. The favorable genes are like pooled into together in case of recurrent selection, and it is a population improvement method.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है ये दो point you could have added because first few basics then you could have come to the point. Okay,
Okay,
this
sir.
and all no
Then
problem.
diagram. Okay, sir.
Then diagram, then some advantages and some difference like that. Small.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. This is okay. I saw this. Okay, okay. Net assimilation rate, root growth. Okay, this is okay because this is direct question, but they only are written 2 points. More points are there. You should like root growth, something else, and many points are there in this in physiological basis. Okay, that you go through. Okay, that we will
Okay, sir.
discuss in class. There are like 7, 8 points, na? This
Okay,
is
sir.
also okay. This and all you have written all this, but more points are there, so you have to cover more
Okay,
points
sir.
in this.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Discuss the genetic basis of heterosis and breeding depression. Okay. See, you have written only about in heterosis and you have not written about inbreeding depression. But I saw you have written well, decently well, all these points. You have understood the concept. Results on the masking,
Yes.
all those. Okay. And this you have written. This I am very impressed because many students don't understand the difference. Heterozygous will
Yes.
be superior over homozygous. Okay. That is essential and fundamental. Heterozygous. Okay. This one, okay. Yeah. So you have written for 5 marks only this question.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है तो 5 मार्क्स में मुझे मार्किंग देना है तो फिर तो 2 ही नंबर मिलेगा इस क्वेश्चन
Okay,
को
sir.
क्योंकि इनब्रीडिंग का हम आपने बताया ही नहीं इनब्रीडिंग हम डिस्कस कर लिया ना अभी ओके
हाँ, sir.
तो हाँ तो ऐसा होता है
Okay, sir.
हाँ तो others those who are there like Albi you see for example in dominance capital A okay that is the dominance allele is having dominant action over recessive but in case of this is in case of dominance okay but in over dominance even this heterozygous is more superior over any like even
Homozygous.
over this homozygous even if it is capital A this is more superior तो वो है रियल डिफरेंस केस जो कॉन्सेप्ट का ठीक है इनब्रीडिंग करना है तो मैं बता दिया था जैसे कि
Yes, sir.
कैपिटल है इट विल लीड टू मोर अमाउंट ऑफ रेसिस्टिव जीन्स ठीक है जीन पिरामिडिंग एंड जीन ट्रांजिशन ठीक है ब्लड स्ट्रेस सही ये किस लिए एग्जांपल आपने दिया है
Sir, for gene pyramiding.
आप इसका एग्जांपल कहीं से देखा
Yes, sir. I saw in over internet.
you please send me the link okay I want to check this whether
Okay, sir.
this is true or not
Okay, sir.
because I have
Okay,
not
sir.
heard as these varieties what happens ना पिरामिडिंग में क्या होता है एक ही पिरामिड में हम डिफरेंट रेसेस को यूजुअली क्या बोलता है ना पिरामिडिंग वी आर ऑलवेज यूजिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ डिसीज रेसिस्टेंस या पेस्ट रेसिस्टेंस इसी पे
Okay, sir.
ठीक है यूजुअली ओके दो
Okay, sir.
अदर्स भी होता है लेकिन ये है इन जनरली तो
Okay, sir.
जो भी डिसीजेस है तो उसका रेसेस सब हम पिरामिड करते हैं एक ही पेरेंट पे ठीक
Okay,
है
sir.
तो लाइक आई टोल्ड यू इन द अर्लियर आल्सो ना कि जैसे इम्प्रूव कोसा बासमती वन है वैरायटीज है तो उसमें जैसे कि रेस वन रेस टू रेस होता है तो क्या करते हैं हम सब रेस को एक ही पेरेंट पे लेके आते हैं तो इसको बोलते हैं हम
Yes, sir.
जीन पिरामिडिंग मींस
Gene
पिरामिडिंग ऑल द
pyramiding.
जीन्स
Yes, sir.
इसका इसका क्या डिफरेंस है ना हियर वी आर ब्रिंगिंग जीन्स बट यूजुअली वी यूज वाइल्ड स्पीशीज क्रॉस के लिए यहाँ से हमको जीन्स को लेके आते हैं जीन प्रोग्रेशन
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
में तो इसमें आपने पॉइंट्स दिया है लेकिन एग्जाम्पल्स नहीं दिया है ये मैं दूंगा जब क्लास उसमें लूंगा उसमें आपको दूंगा
Okay,
ठीक
sir.
है
Okay,
जैसे
sir.
कि ओराइजा लॉन्जिफोलिया है डिफरेंट डिफरेंट स्पीशीज है ना तो
Okay,
वहां
sir.
से हम ये सोर्सेस को यूज करते हैं
Okay, sir.
इतना डिटेल का तो नॉट नीडेड ओके डायरेक्टली यू कैन
Okay,
कम टू
sir.
द पॉइंट ठीक है इसमें आप डिफरेंट डिफरेंट बैकक्रॉस किए हैं
Two only I
ठीक है
did, sir.
सिंपल
Just to explain. Okay, sir.
ओके सिंपल बैक क्रॉस भी कर सकते हो, इतना टाइम नहीं होता है ना इसमें, इसमें करने
Okay,
में
sir.
बहुत टाइम लगेगा. You should
Okay,
have
sir.
gone in detail about the introgression. Okay,
Okay,
how
sir.
we can
Okay, sir.
introgress from different genes from different species for in case of different traits like that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, इसको आपने वर्ड नहीं लिखा है, वाइल्ड स्पीशीज है इसका मेजर कीवर्ड इंट्रोग्रेशन.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ठीक है, ये we will discuss this. You like I think you are not much aware embryo rescue, wherein crosses are
Yes, sir.
not possible. Then we will rescue the embryo. Then we have a tissue culture technique. Okay, like the whole process
Okay,
is
sir.
there. How this embryo rescue will be done, and those all processes we will do. Then we'll grow that, and then that will happen.
Okay, sir.
This is used in case of
Okay, sir.
interspecific wherein the embryo will not endosperm will not be is impossible, like not possible for it to feed the embryo. तो उस सिचुएशन में ये
Okay.
बहुत
In
यूज होता है.
interspecific use होता है.
हाँ, इंटरस्पेसिफिक में भी. इसमें बस एग्जांपल याद रखना है, इसमें थोड़ा स्कीमेटिक डायग्राम आएगा क्या क्या होता है, बस इतना
Okay,
हो
sir.
गया बस. ठीक है, ये बताएंगे.
Okay, sir.
So like
Okay,
this, if you do, you will be able to understand and prepare well, and slowly you will understand. Okay, this
okay,
session
sir.
will end now. I will just share you the another session. Okay, so if you
Okay, sir.
want more details, you can record. Okay, okay, bye.